Hey guys, this is Andrew with rockclass101.com. Today we're going to be learning another original for Rock Class 101, which is our Fingerpicking Etude number 2. And in the first Etude that we did, number 1, we had a linear approach for fingerpicking, which meant that we were doing a 4-finger approach, as in each finger got its own string. So it was literally like 1, 2, 3, 4. So you see I was using 4 fingers. So for this etude, I wanted to do a 3-finger approach, which is very popular. And a 3-finger approach means that your thumb is going to get 2 strings. So our thumb will be playing string 4 and string 3, and then our index finger will be playing string 2, and our middle finger will be playing string 1. So that's one way to do it. I'll say that again. Our thumb will get string 4 and string 3, and then our index will get string 2, and our middle will get string 1. Or you could approach it this way. Thumb, again, will get 4 and 3. Or you could use your middle finger for 2 and your ring finger for 1. So either way you do it with option 1 or option 2 for your right hand, we're still doing a 3-finger approach. And that's a very popular technique for when you're playing something that's not linear, something that's not going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, something that's doing string skipping, which is exactly what this piece is. So it's not playing just, a linear pattern, which is what you're going to encounter a lot of the times when you're playing, especially with fingerstyle. So this is a good tune to work on a 3-finger approach. So let's go ahead and kick into this lesson video, and what we're going to be learning is the intro and the A melody. Now the rest of the song is comprised of a B melody and a C melody. So the B and the C melody is going to be part 2 of the video lesson, and that's available at rockclass101.com. You'll also be able to print the complete tabs off there, and you get access to that on-screen tab viewer, which lets you hit play with this video. You can slow it down to whatever speed you want and watch the tabs scroll across in real time. You can highlight bars to loop them. It's just a really, really cool asset for learning this song that much quicker. So all of that is at rockclass101.com. So let's go ahead and kick into our lesson. We're going to start with the intro, and our intro sounds like this. Okay, so basically what you're hearing is a walk down, right? So we're in the key of C, and we're going to be moving down some of the chords that are diatonic to C. So our first chord really is a higher voicing of a C major. So if you were to think of making a G chord, right, and we keep moving that up, G, up a whole step is A, up another whole step is B, and then up a half step is C, right? So all I did was I took that G chord and I moved it up to 7, 8, 7. And that gives us a higher voicing of a C chord. The only other difference is that we're going to be making it with 1 finger less. So go ahead and take your index finger, put it on 7 on string 1, and your middle finger on 8 on string 2. And we're going to be basically walking down 2 different shapes for this intro and ending on an F. So here's our picking pattern. We're going to go string 4 and string 1 together. And again, guys, remember you can use either these 3 fingers or you can use these 3 fingers. Try both of them out and pick the one that's most comfortable for you. So again, our thumb will get string 4 and 3, regardless of which option you choose. And then either your index will get string 2 and your middle will get string 1, or your middle will get string 2 and your ring will get string 1. So it's up to you on which one to choose. So I'm going to hit string 4 and 1 together, and then I'm going to play string 2 by itself, and then string 4 by itself. So give that a shot. So we have 4 and 1 together, 2, 4. So we have together, 2, 4, and then finish that up with string 1 by itself. So we have, okay? That's our pattern for the right hand that's going to be walking down. So try that a couple times. So we have together, 2, 4, 1. Okay? Our next shape is going to go to a higher voicing of a G. We're going to use our ring finger for 7 on string 2 and our index for 5 on string 1. And again, we have the same right hand pattern. Together, 2, 4, 1. Again, together, 2, 4, 1. So now I have, okay, one more time. Okay, take this shape, we're going to move it down another whole step. So now it's a higher voicing of an F, and again with the right hand, together, 2, 4, 1. So now we have the first 3. Okay, now back to shape 1, we're going to go to the 3rd fret of the 2nd string with middle and the index on the 2nd fret of string 1. So it's the same shape we did for the first chord. And this one is just think of it like an E minor, right? Except we're not using that ring finger. So again, we have the same right hand. Together, 2, 4, 1. So basically we have shape 1, shape 2, 2, shape 1. Okay, one more time. Okay, after that we go straight to a regular F chord, and our right hand picking pattern is going to be a little bit different. This is much more of a linear approach right here. We're going to go 4 and 1 together, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So again, together, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Right? But I'm still using that 3-finger approach for this. So now we have the walk down plus the first bar of F. Okay? Now the last bar is still on that F chord, and it's going to have a little ending that goes. So let me go ahead and play that 4th bar all the way through. Okay, so basically we have another 3, 1, 2, 3 for the F, and then we're going to keep our index where it's at, add your ring finger to the 3rd fret of string 1, pluck those 2 strings, slide up a whole step, and then pluck that. So we have 3, 1, 2, 3, put that ring down, pluck and slide, and then pluck that one again. So it sounds like that. Okay, so if I play bar 3 and 4, this is starting for the F chord. That's what I end up with. So again, it's together, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, again. So the easy way to remember is that it's just going 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So you can think of that as a little pattern. 2, 3, 4, until it goes into that slide part. So the first 4 bars together now, guys, will sound like this. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and repeat that walk down. Okay, same thing all the way through, back into the F, but on this F, we're going to start to do a little retard. And it's going to get cut short too, so we're going to go, right, so it gets basically cut in half. So think of it as together, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then we're going to tag in that last chord, right? So that pattern will be 3 times, but it leaves out that last note. So if you're following along with the tab, guys, we're actually on page 2 now. So we're looking at bar 7, right? Again, it is together, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, right? And you can hear I'll just start to naturally slow down. And our last chord is basically a substitute for for our dominant in this key. So it's basically, think of if you were to make that G7, which is the 5 in this in the key of C. If we move that shape up a step and a half, we're going to get a diminished chord. So go ahead and make a basic G7, move it up a step, and then another half step. So we're basically on 5, 4, 5. We'll leave the 4th string as an open, and this gives us a diminished. So we're just going to hit that and let it ring out. And it's got a little fermato, so that means that we're going to hold it out. And you hold it out to whatever you feel is a good length of time. And then after that, it'll kick into our first melody, so our melody A. So basically, we've got all of the 8 bars now for the intro. Let me go ahead and play it one time through for you. Okay, so at this point, we're going to have think of it as like the ending of the bar 8, or it's like a little pickup measure going into melody A. And this is where we'll kick into the actual tune, right? Right, so there's the first couple bars, but you can hear how that intro leads us into that melody. So our intro is going to be this, our little pickup measure. So basically I'm going string 4 twice, it's just to open, and then I'm doing a hammer on 3 to 5 on string 2, and the same thing on string 1. So it sounds like that. After that, immediately after that, we're going to jump back up to that first chord, that higher voicing of C, and we can strum that chord. So I'll just strum with my index finger, just like that, and then I can start coming up and playing out of this chord immediately after. And we'll play some melody notes. So basically we're going to strum this C, play string 2, string 4. So we have strum 2, 4. Add your pinky to 10 on string 1. Okay, so again, strum 2, 4, 10. String 4 open. Use your ring finger to go on 8 on string 1. And we do a pull off and then hit string 2. Okay, so again, have strum 2, 4, 10, 4, 8 to 7, just a pull off, right? So that means I pick it one time and then hit string 2. Strum 2, 4, 10, 4, pull off 2. Okay, without me calling it. Okay, next move down a whole step, and this time instead of going to shape 2 like we did in the intro, we're going to keep shape 1, so it gives us a variation on this chord. It's going to be a G minor. That's the chord that we're hearing right now. So we're keeping shape 1, so you're on 5 and 6. And then the rest will be open strings. So with this chord right here, again, we're picking out of it, and here's what it sounds like. So basically I have 4 and 1 together, 2, 3, okay, again, 4 and 1 together, 2, 3, and then I'm going to add my ring finger to 7 on string 1. I'm going to pluck string 2 and 1, then I'm going to play the 3rd string open, add your pinky to 8 on string 1, pluck 1 and 2, lift your pinky up, and pluck 1 and 2 again. The whole time this finger stayed down though. So watch that ring finger. So you see once I put it down it stays planted. So together, 2, 3, ring down together, 3, pinky down together, lift up, together. One more time. Okay. So that's what we get for bar 2. So bar 1. Alright, so there's our first 2 bars. Next we go into an A minor 7. So this chord is going to be our middle finger on 4 on string 3, our ring finger on 5 on string 2, and our index on 3 on string 1. And string 4 will be open. So it's a cool sounding A minor, which is a nice change from the stock A minor that everybody plays. So for this shape right here, again, picking out of it, this is what it sounds like. Okay, and you can see it's got a nice change because the second half of it has a sliding little lick that we're going to be playing. So again, one more time. Okay, so I've got a strum, 2, 3, right? So strum, second, third. Add your pinky to 5 on string 1. 5 to 7 is our slide. And then we're going to come off on that. We're going to do a pull off actually. So watch my first finger after my pinky slides. So you can see how I'm pulling off the pinky to the index finger. Okay, then our pinky goes 8, 7 on string 2, and our ring finger gets 7. So one more time. Okay, slower. Okay, so it's a little tricky. Just practice that bar a few times. Now we're back into our F. Right, and our F chord will have a few jumps to some dominant chords as well. So make a basic F, and we're going to hit 4 and 1 together, then 2, 3. Add your pinky to 3 on string 1, and we can drop our middle finger down to string 3, fret 2, and we're going to hit basically strings 1 and 2 together. Add your ring finger to 2nd fret on string 1, hit that together. So take a look at what chord you've got right there, just a regular G7. So basically if we're adding the 3rd fret of string 1, we're creating a G7 with a sus4 in there. So just think of it right now as a variation on that basic dominant. So check this one out. I have together, 2, 3, add your pinky down there. You can move that middle finger down too. Right, and then the ring finger. Okay, then I'm going to move this shape up a step and a half. Remember how we did that diminished chord? Make that diminished chord, but change one thing about this chord. Move your index finger back to the 3rd fret of string 2. Okay, so this first time around, we're going to be playing this chord right here, which is just a variation on a dominant. Okay, so watch how this progression moves. We have F to the G7 sus, to the regular G7, to a higher voicing of G7. Okay, one more time. So I have together, 2, 3, ba, ba. Right, without me talking. Okay, so when we get to this higher G7, we're going to basically be playing what we did for that pickup bar with one variation. There's going to be 3 opens. But you can see it's that same little fill lick, right? So here it is in the context. Okay, one more time. Okay, so that gives us our first 4 bars for this melody A, and I'll play it from that pickup. Okay, if I play it slower. Alright, so that's what we end up with. Now, the next few bars are actually just going to basically repeat what you already have done. So you're going back to the higher voicing of C. And then drop that same shape 1 down a whole step. So that was our G minor. Then to the A minor 7. With that cool little lick at the end. Alright, and this takes us now to bar 17. So if you're following with the tab, guys, this is page 3. Bar 17 is the same. It's the F to the G sus, and then to the regular dominant. And this time around, when you jump up higher, you're going to that diminish. So that index needs to be on fret 4 instead of fret 3. So check this one out. Okay? And then we're again going to hit that open 3 times, but the ending lick's going to be different. Slide that index down to the 3rd fret of string 2, hit that, open 1, open 4. So check it out from that diminish we have. Right? So strum, O, 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 3, O, O. Okay? So here's what 17 and 18 sound together. Okay, slower. Alright, now you've got a little tag. That means we're going to play it again. So we're going back to F, sus, to regular G, and now to a basic C. Okay, and again we're going to have 3 opens on string 3 this time, followed by a little pull-off lick. So 1 to 0 on string 1, and then open 4. So check this one out. Slower. Okay. Now the last bar that you're going to play before melody B will sound like this. It's a G7. So it's a cool little pull-off lick for the G7. So make a basic G7. We're going to strum that. Add your pinky to 3 on string 1. Pull off to the open. So double pull off. After that, hit string 4. And then string 2. Pull off to the open. Followed by string 3. So cool little pull-off licks based out of that dominant chord. So now, guys, we've got the last half for the A melody. Basically repeats what we learned in the first half, but throws in a few variations in that tag. So I'll go ahead and play the A melody now all the way throughout from that pickup, and then we'll wrap up this video. Alright, so that's basically what it sounds like put all the way together. So guys, we learned the entire intro and the A melody in this lesson. If you want to learn the second half of the song, which is the B melody and the C melody, you can do so in part 2 of the video lesson at rockclass101.com. There's also the complete tabs to follow along with. That's what I've been following along with while I teach you guys. It makes it so much easier to visually see it in front of you. So you can print off the complete tabs in a PDF format, and you also can get access to the on-screen tab viewer, which lets you listen to the audio or the video and basically highlight bars. You could literally highlight, like, say that last lick. could slow it down to that speed and it'll loop it. So you could play along at that speed and then gradually speed it up until you get it to where you want it to be, or at 100% of the song. So it's a really, really cool asset for making learning that much easier. So all of that's at rockclass101.com. So I hope to see you guys in our next lesson. Thanks.